Hello, everybody. We're Facebook Live right now. It may take a few minutes for you guys for it to show up on your phone. And we're going to start the show in 1 minute and 40 seconds. I'm Ron Garrett.
I got nothing. I got nada.
Give it a chance. Give it a chance. I got nothing. Un gats. Oh. If they understand the Italian, we got a problem. We're broadcasting. I understand it. You know, we're going to be starting the show here real quick. George Bugatti, Patty Ascher, Neil Portnoy, Tom Hillary, and Barbara Brighton, all in studio right now to do this show tonight. So hang in there, everybody. We're going to get started here in 1 minute and 12 seconds. Not on my phone yet either, guys. Remember, everything you say can be heard by our Facebook Live audience. Even if you don't think they're there, they are.
They are.
I don't have it running yet on my page, so it'll come over.
And unlike gas generators, solar generators run quietly, emit no dangerous fumes, and produce an endless supply of free electricity from the sun. Whether it's wildfires, dangerous weather, power grid issues, or just getting out there.
I try to give you pretty good directions.
Yeah, it was good.
It was perfect.
Okay, you should have it. I got it. It's up and running. It's on Facebook Live. There's 5 viewers already, guys. Help them out, Neil. You should be on the Las Vegas Rocks radio show page.
Don't go to the group.
Not the group.
Absolutely, we're ready.
9 seconds, everybody. Here we go.
Make sure your phone's
Patty, you're gonna recognize the opening.
Here we go.
Who's that?
Tony! I love it! That's Tony! I love it! That's so cool!
That is so nice.
That's so cool! That's nice.
It's the Las Vegas Rocks radio show, the show before the show. Join us for a fast-paced hour of celebrity interviews and entertainment news. Join us for and now, here's Ron.
Welcome, everybody, to the Las Vegas Rocks radio show. I'm your host, Ron Garrett. What's going on there, bud? I have a little sound feedback there. The first button, turn that down a little bit. Yeah, right. No. Okay. We're getting some kind of feedback like that? It's way too loud. Oh, not me. Okay. Not me.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the theater. It's microphone feedback. Microphone feedback.
I think your phone is on too.
Turn off all the volume. Turn off all the volume.
My phone is on.
All the phones are.
Neil, can you turn off his...
Hey, everybody on Facebook Live. We're a little problem here.
All the phones. That's where it's coming from.
Where?
It's coming from someone's phone.
Phone's down. Okay.
There we go.
Whose phone was on, everybody? Ready?
Let's try it again.
All right, we're back. We had a little phone issue there. One of the phones was on, so it was giving all that kind of feedback.
Okay.
And that's all it was. Who was it? Who did the dirty deed?
It could have been mine. I don't know.
It could have been. So where was I on this whole thing? Let's start all over again.
We'll start
all over again. Okay, a little technical problem. Sorry, folks, but we're back and live. And as I was saying, welcome to the Las Vegas Rocks radio show without the feedback. Join me and the master illustrator over at Portnoy Gallery, Mr. Neil Portnoy. Hello, Neil.
Hello, Ron.
How are you today?
I'm great. It's a great week, and what a cast we have here in the Diaz, huh?
We got a great Diaz.
Oh,
Is that what you call it, a Diaz?
I don't know. It's
Something
Italian
like that.
word.
It's Italian. It's an Italian word. You know, I watched, what's his name? Oh boy, here I go, in the age. Mancuso? Sebastian.
The comedian.
Mariscolo.
He's brilliant.
He's brilliant. So he had a line last night that he said that he's immigrants, his parents. I am too, parents, immigrants.
I think we all are.
I'm the son of an immigrant. So are you, George. And he says, yeah, my mother was Sicilian and my father was Italian. They're not the same thing. It was the other way around. His father was
But they're not.
just like my house. My father was Sicilian, my
not.
mother was Italian.
Well, you could be Chinese or Taiwanese.
I guess you could.
Yeah.
I guess you could. Anyway, sitting next to Mr. Neal is the Fortune 500 recipient and movie producer and producer of the Las Vegas Rocks radio show, Tom Hillary. Hello, Tom.
Hello, and best of all, celebrating my 100th appearance on the show today.
100. We've done
100.
110 shows.
Yes, exactly.
Since the beginning, when we started this in January 4th of 2020.
That's the time.
Fantastic.
Right, then we went off again when the pandemic came, and then back on in July. That's the way we went. So that's his 110 show for me, and 100 shows for Tom. Neil, what do you think? 4 or 5 shows?
Well, I don't know how the hell you count 110 shows. Who would know that?
Yeah,
Only our executive producer would know that.
he has nothing to do during the week, you see, so he counts shows. So let's get on with the show, actually. That sound drove me crazy there for a moment. Also, welcome to the studio right here up front, Mr.
What's it?
George Bugatti.
No, you got to give him a title because you get every one of our guests. You give them,
Mr.
the
is a title.
magnificent.
All right, we got
one.
as we welcome to. I wrote it down. I just lost my
All right,
place.
that's what I'm trying to help.
As we welcome to the studio, singer, pianist, producer, and playwright,
All right.
Mr. George Bugatti.
Tired already from
That's
that.
right, it's a lot of work. Mr. George is Brazilian beauty and star of the Patty
Oh,
Ascher
thank you. I'm so
from
happy
Brazil
that
with
we're
Love
here.
show, Patty Ascher.
It's me.
It's you. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you so much.
Also on the phone, the producer of A Night to Remember. A little bit from now will be Mr. Derek David, and Estefano the entertainer. He'll be calling in as well. And our surprise guest is in the back. What a hoot! There she is. She's Barbara Brighton. She's back there. And thank you, Barbara, for coming in. You're going to tell us all about your next upcoming gig. Is
I
that
am,
right?
darling, I am.
You am.
I look
darling.
better in the dark,
Okay, so
right?
Barbara's sitting in the back, right? A special announcement she has, so we're going to have that
Can
on.
we put her in the corner? Because then we can go. Don't put
Put her
Barbara in the corner.
Don't put her
Put
in
a
the corner.
dunce cap on.
But first, our disclaimer and our shout-outs. Our disclaimer is that this is a fully licensed FCC radio station. All the music we play is cleared and licensed. And Facebook likes to jump on that when it's not. It is. We cover all the publishing companies, ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, and are there any others?
Yeah,
You're in the-
LBGQROPOT.
I don't think LBGQ is one of the publishing companies, but
Well, they will be soon.
well, they're going to
everything
do
else.
whatever they're going to do. Yeah, it's going to be a new book, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we are legal, so don't worry about the music we're going to be playing. Okay. Shout outs for today. First off is Tammy, my honey. She's at home. We're at the park. She finds a nice quiet spot to listen to the show on the radio. It's the best place to listen to it. I love you, baby, and I'll be home right after the show. Frank Pizarro. Hello, Frank. Frank is out there with the Veterans Transport
Correct.
Services, which is his fund. What is it?
Firefighters.
Firefighter.
Transport.
Firefighter
Firefighter
Transport
Transport.
Services.
Service.
Yeah, and he's got a website. Go to it, firefightertransportservices.org.
I think it's Firefighter Memorial Transport, I believe.
I'm glad Tom's here today.
Oh, it's his
Fire
110th
Memorial.
110th show. That's why he's
It's right. His 100th show. It's my
My
110th show.
Oh, you're 110th.
That's right. Say it again, Tom.
I'm pretty sure it's Firefighter.
Send your money to.
I wasn't hired a bit to get money from firefightermemorialtransport.org, I believe is the right name.
That's the right thing.
Exact
That's
site.
right. So take care of old Frank Pizarro. What a great singer he is. Stevie Dunham of Street Corner Records, his new album. What's his name? Anthony. Little Anthony did
Yeah,
it
new venture with Little Anthony.
with Little Anthony, and it's called Little Anthony the Music, and
Double
it's on
CD set.
Stevie's label, and it's going to have a release in the next few weeks. We're looking forward to that. Diane Davis, we always like to say hello to Diane. Diane's one of the great icons of Las Vegas. She's a Vegas treasure.
The originator of the bad selfie.
The bad selfie. Jerry and Marty up in Reno. Jerry Walker and Marty Carmo. Marty on his boat again. I guess
Marty
it's still
Party.
time. Marty
Marty
Party.
Party.
He's on his boat. He's watching the show on an iPad out in the middle of Lake Tahoe with his crowd of friends. So thank you, Marty, for always being out there. And Jerry Walker, great casino guy, insurance salesman. Hope to see you soon. Come on down and visit. Hey, Neil, let's
Yes.
shout out to the Florida cousins.
Oh boy, here we go.
You got them all?
I haven't got any of that. Richie T.
You don't get a
I know.
V. Richie V.
V.
Richie V, yeah.
Got to keep going in there.
Diane G.
Diane G.
Michelle
Who
G.
else? They're all G's, but go ahead.
Well, they all were at one time, I think.
Right.
They got married here and there.
Yeah.
Diane, Richie, Michelle, Frank, and Susie.
Susie,
Yeah,
on the East Coast?
On the East Coast.
Right,
On the West Coast. On the West
Who do
Coast.
we have on the East Coast?
The East Coast is Bud Caputo
Yeah.
in Palm Springs. Not Palm Springs, in Palm Beach. And Lou Rosano down in Miami. Those are my cousins. The West Coast are my father's side, the one that's Sicilian, not Italian. And the East Coast is my mother's side. So that's split down with the Rosanos and the Geritanos. That's the cousins out there. Hello to Ninon. We love Ninon. Ninon's going to be back on TV soon. Ninon DeVere de Rosa. Stephen Maggi. He's got a show up all night. And it's on tomorrow at 5 o'clock right here on this radio station, 670. At 5 o'clock, Steve Maggi.
That's the doubleheader weekend. They have
We'll
our
see it.
show and then Steve Maggi.
Steve show, along with John the announcer. He's with Steve on those shows. John Lindquist. We love him. He's moving.
Yeah, he's moving to Tennessee.
Why?
Because they I don't know if I should put this out there, but he told me they're moving to Tennessee. They bought a huge farm property, and he works remotely anyhow, and they have a beautiful, beautiful property, and look forward.
Well, we're gonna miss him.
Yeah, we are definitely
One of
gonna
my
miss him.
favorite guys in Vegas is John the announcer, Johnny Lindquist. Janet Conway in New Jersey, up there where all the Italians live. The 5 biggest Italian cities in the country
New York.
are all in New Jersey, except for Providence, Rhode Island.
That's right.
It's in the top 5.
Federal
4 of them in New
Hill.
Jersey, yeah.
Federal
Is that
Hill.
what it is?
Yeah, Federal Hill.
More Italians there than in Rome. I don't think so, but plenty of them. They overtake everything. Those Italians. Michael Shapiro. Hey, Michael, out there, Reckless in Vegas. Give it a plug, Neil.
Reckless in Vegas announcement. Michael will be putting it out, but I'm going to put it out first. There will be a Reckless in Vegas Day in Las Vegas proclamation from Mayor Carolyn Goodman. It went through. Michael's got it in hand, and he's very excited, hopefully to do it on his birthday, September 16th.
Go see that show Thursdays
Great
and
show.
Friday nights at 8:30 at the Sahara Hotel in the main room. A fantastic show. Tommy Ronka in Maricopa, Arizona. Tommy and Janie, they listen every week. How you doing? Heidi and Jean are in town. Heidi Thompson, Jean Serona, they're in town right now.
Show up at Sun City.
And they're going to do a show in Sun City. And how come we're not going?
I don't know.
You going?
No, tickets sold out.
Sold out. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
even the comps sold out. I think
They're
Barbara,
doing,
no, Barbara got the last one.
Did Barbara
They
get the
don't
last
do
comp?
comps. Stop that.
Oh, they don't do comps.
Barbara's, she's still here?
Yeah, she's still
She's got,
They
she
ain't
got
made
the
these
comp.
people.
You getting comp, Barbara?
No.
No. Oh.
No. No, they're all getting together at Sienna.
They're all getting
For-
together at
for a
Sienna. Is
Vegas
that where the show
trend.
is? At Sienna or it's
No, they're
That's
going
at
to have
Starbury.
an after-show
That's Starbury.
dinner.
At Sienna.
At Sienna.
Oh, that'll be nice. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
We want to say hello to the Sterling Club. They do some great shows over there, even though it's
Kelly Clinton Holmes.
she's doing a fantastic job. Tough to get in though. You gotta park. You gotta make reservations. You pay this, pay that. But it was well worth it. Last week, Michael Grimm
Oh,
and
monster show.
Ann Martinez on the same bill. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They must have been the Sterling Club.
And
Congratulations. to them.
Danita Asbury. All 3 of them were on one
Is
show.
that right?
Oh,
And
great
when is
show.
Ann going to the new show she's doing?
They're working on the
What's it called?
Bat something.
Bat Out of Hell. Bat Out of Hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. The story about Meatloaf.
Yes, and she's starring in it. So it's
Amazing.
a great show.
Fantastic. Congratulations to you, Ann. Sonny Tice of my mother-in-law, actually. Sonny. Hello, Sonny. She's out there.
She got a new show coming up? Or?
Sonny, not anymore. She had a group called the Mark III back in the day.
Oh, son-in-law was a new thing. I thought she was
No. She's a wonderful lady here. And Tammy's sister, Christy. Hello, Christy. She's also fantastic, and she does great massage.
Hey, can we give
Massage
a
business.
quick shout-out to the restaurant that we went to?
You're going to do, go ahead.
Tammy went with you and
Yeah.
Dorothy with me. It's Noodle Den, is that what it was?
Noodle Den.
Yeah, at the Sahara.
Yeah.
We tried it out. I've since been back. Excellent food, excellent price, and you walk out full. Great meal.
Are they paying for this?
No, they're not.
Oh, all right.
No, we should get them to pay for
You
it.
get a free one the next time?
I'm open.
Me too. Keep
I'm
it going.
Jewish. I'm
Keep it
Jewish.
going.
Anything
Keep
I
it
get
going.
for free,
Also,
I'll
hello
take.
to Papa Floyd Tice. He just had an 81st birthday. Hello, Floyd. Happy birthday. Lou Gazzara, where's he at? Stuck on a ship
He's on a
someplace?
ship in Alaska. Or
Someplace on
something.
a ship. Come on home, Lou. Go live Vegas over there at Raquel and Aaron's place. They do some great shows. I watched a little bit of Aaron's Hour today, Aaron Phillips. We want to say at Gatsby's, we give them a plug because it's a hot joint right now. Everybody's working over there. We got to get George over there to do some of his good stuff. You know, Gatsby's. Vegas.
Maybe he can work with Patty over there.
Patty's going to be
Oh,
at
I love
Gatsby's.
the idea.
Yeah, you're going to be there soon.
Let's do it, George.
You know, and all live music venues here in Las Vegas, especially the Italian American Club.
Oh, great.
We're always out there with some great shows, and I say it every week. More shows than Caesar's Palace right
Yep.
there at the IAC. Say hello to my friends at the Bronx Wanderers. Go see that show at Westgate. It's now 7 days a week like it was before. However, hurry up before they go off on another trip in October. $59 tickets start there. The shows are Monday through Thursday at 8 o'clock and 6 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Are they trying to do 365 days a year?
They want to do 365 days a year.
My Lord.
And also Menopause the Musical at Harris. Go see that one. 7 shows a week, or maybe even 8. I think at 4 o'clock on Saturdays. Yeah, 7.
Yeah, I think there's 8. I
8
think
shows.
there's
8 shows.
a
They
week,
got, yeah, they got 2 matinees and then 6 on top of that. It's 8 shows a week.
Yeah, a lot of women in menopause.
At Harris, Menopause. It's a very heavy. Have you guys ever seen Menopause the Musical?
No, but I'm planning
Oh, it's a
to
great
go.
show.
It's a real tune.
It's
What's
a
the
great
line?
show.
What's the line? Oh, what's Vinny's line? That when he,
Vinny's line
at the
is
Bronx
someone
Wanderers?
asked him once about menopause, the musical. He said, "Menopause the musical. All I know is menopause the wife."
He gets a big laugh out of that. So Menopause, Bronx Wanderers, A Night to Remember at the IAC on September 18th that I'm emceeing with Derek. He'll be calling in. Reckless in Vegas. So fantastic. We're going to take a break right now. We're going to come back and talk to the man that's about to sing to you. Let's go to break. Here's George Bugatti at Dennis Bono's show, and this is just in time to take us up to the break. That's Dennis is singing first. George comes in a little bit.
Now I remember this now. We had a lot of fun that
I say
day.
your voice changed.
There he is.
That was an impromptu thing we did.
I like the hairdo in this one there, George. You got it hang a little longer than right now.
Yeah.
Let's go to break.
He donated that hair to the hair club for Neil.
I love that hair. Okay, I'll come back and start this.
Was that before Broadway, George? Before you did your Broadway show?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Was that before you did your Broadway show?
Oh, this was years ago. My gosh, that
Years
was
ago.
that was wow.
With Bono.
Yeah. You know, I know him for
Got off to a little rough start, everybody, but we're okay now.
about 30, 35 years. I knew him from Los Angeles.
Hey there, I'm Lance Bass, and this is Chip. For more than 100 years, American Humane has been on the front lines protecting animals in times of crisis. From Pearl Harbor to 9/11, the
I'm not going to
California
fuss anymore because I don't
wildfires,
want to end up doing something
and the
that's going
coronavirus pandemic.
Did you get it on there?
No, I couldn't,
American
but I
Humane
tried.
Rescue
And
has provided life-saving assistance for animals.
even though I had the
in
mute,
virtually every
You know anything? I don't know whose phone was
it might have been
If
mine.
you're anything like
My
me,
mute was on.
Is that what it
Okay,
was?
You're all set.
but
Give me the phone. I already got it.
wanna keep
He'll do it
them
for you.
safe. To prepare
Keep-
for
make
an
sure the
oncoming
volumes are off.
disaster,
the volume is
ensure your pet
it's
That was
mute,
our
but the
problem.
volume wasn't down.
identification.
Okay, so let me bring it up
If you
again.
must
Vegas,
evacuate, remember to take your disaster
Okay.
preparedness kit.
What volume I hear?
You gotta remind everybody to take their volume down. I
Disaster
think you
and
did.
how to
That's
keep
what it
your
was.
best friends
Cut.
safe.
Yeah, that's all
Please
right.
visit American
It happens.
Humane.
Well, Dorothy called me during the show. I had no volume on. And I said, text me. I can't talk. She said, oh, I forgot. I'm so sorry.
What'd she say?
She said she wanted to, she forgot it was on the show was running.
Nothing mattered more
She said there was no volume on?
No. She forgot that it was on the show. I turned the volume down on the phone.
I see.
that it could
Okay, so how do you do it?
15 seconds.
What's
15
this,
seconds.
No, it's a Android.
We have 15 seconds, guys. Hurry up because I'm gonna go back and talk to George.
Go ahead, you talk.
All
and I'll
right,
fix
so
this.
Here we go.
And we're back on the Las Vegas Rocks radio show right here on AM 670 KMZQ. I'm your host, Ron Garrett, on a good-looking Saturday evening right here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada.
It's starting, the temperatures are finally breaking and coming down to double digits. Isn't it crazy? It's 97 degrees out. We're going, oh, thank God.
You auditioning to be a weatherman or what?
Oh, I could do it all, yeah.
Yeah, you want to do the weather?
Yeah, do the
Oh,
weather.
okay.
Tonight's forecast dark. Turning light toward morning.
It'll be
Brought to you by Parsons Pest Control, and you know the rest of it.
I know. Let's talk to George Bugatti right here. He's a terrific guy. Let me give people a little introduction on you, okay, George? You discovered by Steve Allen. Let's start with that back in the day. Not that long ago, right? You're a young guy. From Brooklyn, New York, you studied theater at New York University. You were a writer, producer at the for Harold Arnold Foundation for the Yellow Brick Production Show, which was what was that called? The Oz, the Wonderful Wizard of Song.
Wonderful Wizard of Song, yeah.
Wonderful Wizard of Song.
Paying tribute to Harold Arnold.
Your latest Broadway venture was Trial on the Potomac, which is something we do want to talk about a lot tonight, because I understand it was a big hit. It's a great show, and you're going back pretty soon. Is that right? Yeah.
So.
You're going to get some offers on that. You did well. Tell us a little bit about it while we're
Sure,
at it.
thank you. Rich Little was kind enough to play Richard Nixon in the production, and it's not a comedy. It's a alternative history. The premise is, what if Richard Nixon didn't resign?
Okay.
And stood for an impeachment trial instead, with all the information that has come out in the past 50 years since his resignation. And Rich just was, he made me cry.
Well, he's good.
I mean, literally, and not only that, but Tricia Nixon, Richard's daughter, was kind enough to come down with her husband, Ed Cox, and he got misty-eyed as well. We were standing on the stage after I wrote the play. Yeah.
All by yourself? Anybody else with you to help you out?
All by myself. I got.
You've done several of those.
I got some great. My collaborator, in terms of the man who was.
What I mean by all by yourself is so many people have other writers on Broadway, so I wasn't trying to say.
No. Believe me, I think I needed some help, and maybe I should have gotten some help.
George, real quickly, how do you start that? I mean, you have this idea, this concept, the theme. You come up with a name. Okay, here's the name. You got your cast with Rich. Where do you go from there?
I didn't come up with the name.
Who did?
The fellow who came up with the name was a great marketing and branding expert out of New York named John Tantillo. Before I even started this, what happened is I read a book. May I? Do we have a minute?
I met John. John came to Vegas, didn't he?
Correct. You met him that
with
night
the hat.
with me. Correct, with the hat. As a matter of fact, Willie Rizzo, my friend, we all know Willie.
Sure.
He called his nickname for him is the Hat.
The Hat.
You know. But John has some incredible credentials, including branding, coming up with the name, the O'Reilly Factor, for Bill O'Reilly years ago. He's worked for CNN, he's worked for MSNBC, he's worked for all of them. He's not a partisan. He's a marketing and branding.
Well, he came up with the name. I mean, where do you go from there? How did you take it from that? You're the writer. You're writing the scenes. You're producing the music. You're right. How does that work in a time frame of X?
Well, I happen to have some contacts in New York from my previous offerings, and I put the money together. I begged, borrowed, and stole.
A lot of investors?
A lot of investors, including myself.
Yeah.
God bless Rich. He did it for a song and a dance. I mean, if it weren't for him, I probably couldn't have done this.
So where's it go from here now? It was, Ron, it was a success in New York.
Yes, it was.
A huge success.
How many seat theater was it?
It was small. It was for union restrictions. It was 174 seat
And you
theater,
filled it up.
and we filled it up.
Absolutely. So what do you got to do to go back?
Yeah.
It really is. I'm working on a rewrite. I'm working on a documentary right now, which is based on the findings. John O'Hurley, I don't know if you remember him. Peterman on Seinfeld.
He does the dog show.
He does the dog show every
That's
year.
what I see.
He's been kind enough to agree to host the event. With also we got legal analysis by a man, Judge Andrew Napolitano. I don't know if you know who that is.
I know the name.
I know.
Yeah. He was
Fox News, folks.
Fox and CNN and
Fox News,
MSNBC.
but Fox News dumped him. He wasn't talking the right stuff, according to them.
According to them.
But he was great.
Yeah, he was.
I love it because he was true. He was real. He's very true.
He's very down the middle, and he's very authentic. And he was kind enough to say, yes, I'm going to analyze this information that you're putting forth in the documentary. And so that's what we're working on now. We're doing that first before we go back.
Is there any
to New
singing in
York-
this? Any singing in the show?
No, there's no singing.
Because if you have a female singer lead that you want, there's
and if
Patty
it
Ascher.
were a Brazilian singer, it would
right.
be even better.
Come on.
Right next to you, right there. As a matter of fact, we're going to take a break here and come back and talk with Patty about being a Brazilian singer. I love saying that. But they don't speak Spanish in Brazil, everybody. It's Portuguese.
By the way, yes.
Yeah, by the way. Everybody thinks it's the other way. But what do we got up for Patty? We got Patty Ascher doing
The telethon.
the MD Telethon. The MDA Telethon.
changed
Here's a
my
cut
life
from back in the 80s.
Forever.
This changed your life. This is the
Yes.
first Brazilian singer,
Yeah.
a female singer, to appear on the MDA Telethon.
Yeah, and it was the last MDA telethon.
And the very last one that
the
he
very
did.
last one. Yeah. So
Okay, let's listen to a little bit of it. Go ahead.
Veja que este sambinha, feito de uma nota só. Outras notas vão entrar, mas a base é uma só. Esta outra é consequência do que acabo de dizer. O meu som, uma consequência inevitável de você. Toda gente existe por aí que fala e não diz nada, ou quase nada. Já me desliguei de toda escala e no final não sobrou nada, não deu em nada. Voltei pra minha nota, ou eu volto pra você. Vou mostrar pra minha nota como eu gosto de você. E quem quer todas as notas é mi, fá, sol, lá, si, dó. Fica sempre sem nenhuma, fique em uma nota só. Night and day, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Well, the near to me for is no matter, darling, where you are. I think of you night and day, night and day. This is my auto.
wow.
Barbara, come on over here.
Once upon a time.
Bring back memories.
All right, we should have our first call coming in. Pretty soon. Patty, coming back to you.
Oh, let's do this.
Barbara needs a seat.
That is so good.
Hang on.
Oh, thank you.
She want my
Your one-stop shop for total car care.
I won't say
Right now, we're
it
facing oil change for only $29.95. Doing car care right
What's that?
Over 50,000 police officers.
You know what it is? But that's all you can forget the lyrics. You can just go, a steak, a bottle of stone. You can just pick anything. A knife, a spoon, it's the end of the world. Your, my house, your car. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just,
Force is always ugly.
Patty, remember when we used to do mastinada?
Nobody knows
Yes,
how
I remember we did that at Siena.
for de-escalation to work. Both
I
parties
don't want you to stay up too long. We'll do Patty first.
what are you? Sounds like, what are you, Muscanata? No, Muscanata?
I'm waiting for the Yiddish.
Yeah, doesn't it sound like it sounds like what are you, Muscanata?
or getting arrested.
I remember when
Don't
John
argue.
came in town
Resist. Don't
at the
flee.
Smith Center.
After the
Yeah,
encounter has
My
been
sister
resolved,
was in town that time. We were all taking pictures.
I produced him in that.
Apply now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Keep everybody
I
safe.
brought him to
This
Vegas.
message brought to you by the
We
National
were talking,
Police
he saw the
Association.
pet
To learn
portraits
more about how to
we
help
we
law
should talk
enforcement
about doing
accomplish
a show.
Yeah.
I said,
30
no
seconds.
problem, Peterman. We'll figure this out.
30
Yeah.
seconds.
30 seconds.
6 hours and 39
We'll see.
minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until
We're
your
just talking about
destination.
Jackie Robinson.
Don't
I just
text.
said that thing.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National
we
Highway
go.
Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
And we're back on Las Vegas Rocks Radio Show. I'm your host. Your host.
Not hearse.
You know,
Wait, Tammy works for a funeral company.
That's right.
They're talking about hearse.
yeah, that's
I'm
it.
scared.
Yeah, my honey's in the funeral business. He's a family services director at Palm Mortuary. Give her a call if you're going to die soon.
Well, what was the prior conversation before you got to the show? We're finding out. Yeah.
I said you've never seen a trailer hitch on a hearse before, so you can't take it with you. You ever see a hearse with a trailer hitch?
Not yet.
You can't take it with you, man. That's what that means. Let's say hello to Patty Ascher. Hello, Patty.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much.
Patty
I'm
from
super happy that I'm here.
from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Exactly.
Your first album was a Burt Bacharach Greatest Hits album, which won a Golden Album in Brazil, Japan, France, and Mexico.
True.
2 tours with Oscar winner Michel Legrand, performed at the Blue Note in New York, the Kennedy Center in D.C., and you're the first Brazilian singer on the Jerry Lewis MDA telethon.
That's true. All
That's right.
true. You know everything
All
about
true.
my life.
That's it.
I'm worried now.
Well, thank God you sent this to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't know it.
You see,
Really.
I'm organized a little.
So you have been living in Vegas about 10 years now.
It's amazing because 10 years already. Tell me, it was like yesterday when I moved here.
Time flies.
And now I love the city. I love the people. I learned how to love everything here, and I'm super happy. So when I'm traveling, because I travel a lot, singing, I have this feeling now. I want to, to be back in my home, and my home is Las Vegas now for sure.
How's it like living in Brazil? It's a pretty modern country. It's not backwards
Yes, it
like
is.
some of those other South American countries.
No,
Not to name any. But it's pretty much cosmopolitan. So have you been to Brazil, George? Have you been?
Never.
Not yet? I'd love to go.
We're gonna go together.
I've been to that
shows
meat place. What's that called? Brazil Meats or something like that?
Brazil Meats, yeah. That's
We have a few incredible restaurants here, Brazilian food.
well, you're nothing but meat on a stick. I mean, it's an amazing restaurant when you go to one of those places, the Brazilian steakhouse.
And that's the way we have in Brazil as well. It's the same quality, same style, everything.
Is it a free country? Is it a freedom? Is there a lot of freedom?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yes.
no problems with that?
No, we're good. It's a big economy, booming, a lot of things to do. And now we have the Blue Note down there as well.
Are there a
It
lot of-
shows a lot.
Are there
okay.
a lot of American migrants trying to cross the border down there? I just wondered.
I don't think
Probably
so.
not, right?
I don't think so.
Well, pretty soon, it may be the place to go.
Nelson Sardelli, Brazilian, brilliant performer, brilliant entertainer, also from your hometown?
Yeah, from
Is
Sao
he?
Paulo. Yeah.
I thought he was Italian. Well, there's a lot of Italians.
No, he's Brazilian.
But in Brazil we have a huge Italian community.
Absolutely, yeah.
For example, I am Jewish Italian.
Mm-hmm.
So my family came from Italy.
All the great Formula One drivers and
Can you
IndyCar
imagine?
drivers, they all come
I'm
from
Mama,
Brazil.
Jewish and Italian, that's my case.
That's right.
Well, Dorothy's, not quite
She
Jewish.
part
Italian.
Brazilian?
Well, she's Italian, and I'm
Is
Jewish.
she Italian or is she Sicilian?
She's Sicilian. That's right.
What's the
Let's
difference
get that
between a
right.
Sicilian
Wait,
and an
well, you
Italian?
need a microphone, Barbara. Come on up
What's
here.
the difference between a Sicilian and an Italian?
Well, 12 years of life.
The sauce.
That depends on who you ask.
Well,
Barbara.
And the
Years of life.
language.
Sicilian
Yeah,
or
they have
Italian.
their own dialect.
The
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah, the sauce.
But they're still Italian, right?
Okay, Barbara,
They don't
what you
think
got,
so.
Barbara, while you're on the mic, what do you got
What?
coming up, kiddo? What's going on? Why didn't you drop in to say hello
How
to
he
us?
cuts me off. Patty, remember when
If
we
I
did
don't,
that big
you'd be
show?
doing the whole show. So
No, I
let's
would not.
go ahead,
Stop
Barbara.
it, Daddy. Okay. Doing the comedy corner.
You calling me Daddy or Daddy? Which one is it?
Daddy.
Daddy. Go ahead. Let's not go there at all. Go.
My Italian daddy.
Remember, the FCC is listening.
That's right. Go, Barbara, where are you going to come on?
Guys are terrible. I'm doing the comedy corner September 12th
Yeah,
at the Vegas Beyond the Strip. Can I
Yeah.
show it to the camera?
right
at
up
all?
there. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. There it is.
Is that close now?
It's close enough. They
See
can,
it?
They
See
can
it?
read everything now.
Yeah. Produced by Patrick Barney and Susan Sam Shockley.
Yeah.
And I'm hosting 2 comedians, Ed Regine and Frankie Pace, and myself. And he's going to insert the comedy, which has never been done before, on Roku and the CW network in successive shows. He's just going to put it in between his shows.
And when are we going to see this?
When will it be on the air?
When will it be on the air?
I don't know. We're just taping on
Oh,
Monday.
okay. It'll show up on his Saturday, Sunday morning show.
Yes,
The one
5:30
that runs
in the morning.
5:30 to 6. I watched it yesterday morning.
Yeah,
And a little bit this morning. Great shows that he's doing.
yeah, but we don't know when he's
We
going
don't
to
know when it's going to be yet.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Barbara.
You're welcome.
We'll have you back in a few
Is
minutes.
that it? Okay.
Just for this moment.
Look at
yeah.
this. They're cutting me off. I love you. Okay, bye.
Where we at here, Mark?
I got
Fill me
lost
in.
there.
I got
You
lost.
are talking with me.
That's right.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry about that,
To
Patty.
me, are you talking to me?
Patty, so how did you get involved with the Burt Bacharach music situation?
Yeah, that's fantastic. In Brazil we have one of the bossa nova fathers, Roberto Menescal. he invited me to record an album, and we decided together to record Burt Bacharach songs. It was a personal decision. I love the music, I love the guy, I think it's fantastic, and it was a perfect fit for bossa nova. That's the Brazilian jazz, the style, very elegant, and changed my life forever because the album became a golden album in Brazil, Mexico, France, Japan, and I started to travel, and and it changed my life forever.
Well, let's have a cut from that album right now.
Yeah.
Here's Burt Bacharach's Walk On By, sung by Patty Ascher.
If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet, walk on by, walk on by, make believe that you don't see the tears, just let me breathe and cry back, 'cause each time I see you, I break down and cry.
No. Okay. Wait, no, you're good. No, I'm going to come back and talk about it. Okay. And I'm going to talk with Tom and get back to George. Okay? And I'm going to close with Barbara, so you'll be back. Yeah. Mike's are on.
I just can't get over losing you. So if I seem broken and blue, walk on by, walk on by.
Patty, tell us about you recording these songs. Where were you? What were you doing? How did it work out? Did Burt Bacharach know about it?
Yes. I had a chance to talk with him. I gave him my CD. It was fantastic. He was in Brazil.
He has to know about it, right? Yeah.
And
somebody's got to tell him.
he was in Brazil performing a few shows, and then I had a chance to be with him, and we are still in touch. He's not performing so much anymore.
He's still kicking.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't need Tammy's services yet. That's
Not yet.
I'm saying.
And
I don't know who's alive, who's gone anymore. I mean,
and it was fantastic because he was always very close to Brazilian music, so it was not something out of the blues for him. When I was talking with him, he heard the CD, and he said, "Makes sense, the bossa nova and what I've been doing." So it was great. It was an inspiration. And I'm very lucky because I had a chance to meet Bacharach and Michel Legrand.
Fantastic.
And, these guys, they were everything for us, talking about music and quality and Oscar winners and all the full package. So I've been very lucky in my life to meet these people and to learn with them.
Patty, how many languages do you speak?
Fluently 5.
5.
How about that? We have trouble with English.
Yeah.
You today, especially wrong with the English, is giving a little.
This morning, actually, it's not the English. It's my old brain that's not kicking in on time.
Yeah, but I'm still learning English.
Yeah, but you know what? You still have the accent.
I know. I've been working on that. My accent. But I'm not
Oh,
American.
it's good. I love the accent.
It gives you character.
It is what it is. I'm
Use
not
it.
American, and I have this. For example, George, he has an accent, the New York accent when he speaks English.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you
That's what
talking
you're
about?
talking about.
What are you talking
Let's see. How many
about?
languages?
We coffee.
I speak Italian.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No.
I speak Italian dirty words. I know those.
That I know
FCC,
too.
wrong, FCC.
Yeah, I also know 5 or 6, 7, maybe 10 lewd Italian hand gestures. That's everything.
Yeah,
Whenever
very
we're
popular all over the world.
Yeah, those. We got this one. We got that one.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't know if they invented the middle finger one. I don't think that was the Italians.
No, I don't think it was Italian.
Yeah, but still, they
I
use it
think
very
it's
well.
an American thing. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's not Jewish too.
Do they make movies in Brazil?
Yes, of
They do.
course.
Tom,
Yes.
you want to make a movie in Brazil, buddy?
Why not make a movie in Brazil? Sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
You're making-
You got to stop speaking Portuguese, though. You know, you got to speak English to make a movie that I can sell all over the place.
You make movies in England right now. It's another
Yeah.
country.
And that's why it comes out in English. Yes.
You going to the Queen's funeral?
No, I wasn't invited.
I thought you had a coat of arms and all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I do have a coat of
Or it
arms.
was just a coat with arms in it. I don't
From
know.
England. No, it's a genuine coat of arms. You can see it on the business card.
Yeah?
Whenever you get those printed for me, you can see it again.
I thought just
Not that I'm rushing you or anything.
I thought you write the checks.
And they're big, Ron. Trust
Yeah,
me.
that's right.
Hey, I got to do 2 shout-outs before we get out of here. My mom, Mary Jane Hillary, one of the first 5 women attached to West Point. Not feeling too well right now. I hope she's back home in time for her birthday this week. Take care of yourself,
Happy
Mom. I want
birthday,
to see
Mom.
you again. And lovely lady named Janice Bovino. For all you visual people, I'm wearing a Bovino original today. Spider-Man attached to the sleeves, so it's going to be a new fashion trend, spider sleeves.
Oh boy, don't you? Oh, Neil and I are dying right now.
Neil's going to go to work on this one, so I got to get that in the gallery.
Neil and I are dying right now. We got 100 lines for that one.
I'm looking for the webs.
So
That's
those
the
are
next model.
Those are the Janice Bovino original designs. Isn't it?
This is the only one in the world right
The
now.
only one in
yes.
the world. How much is that valued at?
Well, you got Bijan ties. All the presidents wear them, but we've had 45 presidents. This
Bijan
is the only
ties?
shirt. Yes.
Okay.
They're about $1,000
I thought you
piece.
made movies. Now you're a fashion
Oh, you
designer.
want move? Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you about the movie, Honey Trap. It's
Hurry
done.
up.
It's done. It's on its way to the distributor. You'll be able to see it soon.
Okay.
Ooh, love
Thank you,
that.
Tom. Thank you very much.
Love that title.
Fantastic. More about George. You started. You studied music at 5 years old. You started studying music at the High School of the Performing Arts. You started at 5 years old thinking about music. You went to the High School of the Performing Arts
Right.
in New York, which is a very
Yeah,
prestigious place. Plus Juilliard as well.
Well, no, I never actually got there. I was admitted to Juilliard, but then they found out about my background and they said, no, we can't let this guy in.
Then you had
No.
Then you had the hand.
Then I had
injury.
the accident.
Let's talk about what happened there. You had the hand injury. You were a pianist.
Yeah. I was a classical pianist. I wasn't doing jazz or Broadway tunes or pop tunes. I was a long-haired guy, you know. And I had an accident in my head which severed. Let's bring down the audience. We're going to bring down everybody now. I severed what's called the median nerve, and that's why it's movement and feeling to most of the hand, except the pinky. My hand till today is numb. I had microsurgery in its early stages, and so I left classical music, and that's when I went to NYU. And studied theater instead because I still wanted to be involved somehow in that world. And that's
Then you
when I
moved to
learned.
LA. You moved to LA a little later in life.
Yep.
And you got the entertainer's chair, which I have to explain what that means, at the Peninsula Hotel in Beverly Hills. It was the West Coast equal to the Bobby Short in the Carlisle in New York.
Yeah,
And
right.
you were there for 7 years. What does that mean, the entertainer's chair?
Well, we found a chair in the alley.
You
and
took-
it
you got
was,
to take it
somebody said we
home,
got to
or-
take it home. No, it was the position.
The
that was
position,
the
yeah.
position there, you know. And
Well, that must have been a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and it really changed my life in a lot of ways because that's where I met Steve Allen. That's where I met Tony Bennett. That's where I met Edie Amin. That's where
Edie Amin.
Edie Gourmet. Sorry.
One Edie.
And
Well, you're close.
Golden Meir, keep going.
no. Actually, I did meet. I got to do an event for Itzhak Shamir, who was prime minister at the time of, or maybe it was a little bit after, but I had to go through an FBI check. I was performing in one of his events that he was doing at the Peninsula Hotel. Wow. So I met a lot of people there, and it was a lovely time for me. Just a lovely.
And you worked at the Bellagio for
Well,
a while?
I met Steve Wynn at the Peninsula.
That's
he
right.
was opening his new Bellagio, and
He brought you in.
he brought me in. I was Michael Feinstein's opening act for 30 days. Then Michael left. They brought in John Pizzarelli from New York. I opened for him, and then they asked me to stay for 2 years.
And now you're the resident genius over at, like, he is at a gallery, but you're the resident genius over at the Bootlegger.
I love it there. Lorraine has been wonderful.
Give
to
us a
me.
few. When can we see you? How often?
I'm there on weekends. Usually from 6:30 to 9:30. I'm doing a special thing for the month of September. I'm there late night, which is late for me.
What? How late? How late?
12:30 a.m.
Well, you get all the hookers and pimps. They all come in at that
Not
time.
at the bootlegger.
Not at the bootlegger.
Pardon.
Was it too far out of town?
Yeah.
I'm not going there anymore.
That's who came into
yeah,
the-
Barbara comes in and sings,
don't
thank you for reminding me. Yeah.
Don't put Barbara in that
She
category.
has. She's been a guest singer a couple of times, and she's welcome anytime I'm there. Anytime I'm anywhere.
We don't want to put you in that category, though.
What?
No.
No.
Well, that's a nice place, though. I went out there a lot. But you're in the main room, not in the Copa room in the back.
No, not the main room.
Yeah, and you're playing the piano. Must be great. We got to come see
Playing
you.
and singing, yeah.
We got to come see you. We went there a lot when Kelly was there.
Right.
Went there a lot, and it got to be very crowded.
Very
Big
good
time.
food,
Good
great
food, yeah.
entertainment, nice atmosphere, and you're going late night. How are you going to be able to stay up? Or?
Well, it's difficult, but they take care of me with a lot of coffee and espressos there.
That's
so
the way to do it.
We get it going.
Well, let's listen to a little bit of you singing here. We're going to go to break with George, and he's doing London by Night. George Bugatti, everybody.
There's romance abroad in the air. I've often told that the streets turn to gold when the moon shines on.
Will you ever be able to play again?
I still play,
Oh, you can?
but I'm not competitive. I'm not competitive where I can do classical music. So I learned chords and I learned how to, till this day my hand will atrophy if I don't use it. And what happened is my pinky is fueled by the ulnar nerve. So I have feeling in my pinky and I use that as a rudder. So I know if that's C, that's got to be B flat. The rest of it has no feeling.
It's a rudder. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. I had trigger finger, and they did surgery here. It took like 3 months for me to be able to bend it. Yeah. And I have a little bit starting here. You see, you want to do this now? It's not my right hand.
This is another
Oh, look at that. That goes.
And if you hold my thumb, I can't pull this finger down.
Was that always that way?
Yeah.
What's that?
Wow.
This
You
is
gotta figure out how to
involuntary. If I pull my
monetize
thumb
that.
Can you
in,
do this?
How do you do this?
I can do it with this hand.
I pull my thumb
I
in,
can't do
this
it.
finger
Right
comes
now.
in.
Oh, yeah, same thing.
It's involuntary.
Can you do
Just
this
on the
one?
same.
Is that a nerve thing, Brian?
All right. Well, we got Stefano on the
See how
phone.
I'm doing?
Hang on, everybody. That is Stefano.
Middle finger and small finger down.
Great, thanks. We'll go back in a minute and a half or so. We'll come back to break. We'll go.
And then try to keep doing it.
Hey Chuck, I saw on CNN that 40%
You know, people on Facebook Live even wonder what the hell you guys are doing here.
Let's try to do it the opposite.
Hey, Facebook Live, they're doing a trick that Brian just showed.
We're signed.
Oh, wait, middle finger up. Oh, I see.
No, live.
I can't tell you how many times.
Okay, what we got? We just did the last break?
We have one more break.
Take your application.
We got 15 minutes more.
We're here for you.
We're back in London.
You want to help me with Stefano?
Founder of
Yeah.
Dollar Loan Center, where you can get up to $5,000
Stefano's on the phone. I'm going to bring him in after the break.
Then we'll do the shutouts.
don't have a checking
I mean, not shutouts.
over 50
Yeah,
locations. and
that's
our
what
friendly
Spider-Man
Dollar
would have to
Loan
do,
Center
right?
staff
He
are
would
ready
do
to
that.
help.
Right.
You can also
Well, they always do this one here.
Oh, is that one? Oh, right.
Get a
right.
call from the other.
The satanic symbol.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, is that what that is?
Some people interpret it that way. Yeah.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Shows
30
up on
seconds.
people's yellow submarine.
No, I got to start off
This over Paul's.
remembering his name. That'd be a good deal.
We'll listen to it.
Mike used to come in a couple days a week for lunch.
Actually, I have a CD player in my car.
We're doing enough to.
And if you want to
There's only like 2 more songs. We're going to do that.
Marco,
We're going to do that one and Summertime. That's it. That's all we got time for.
Wives and Lovers. Nobody does that. I love that.
Okay.
Politically
Here we go.
incorrect.
Here we go, everybody. Stand by. And we're back on the Las Vegas Rocks radio show, AM 670 KMZQ. I'm Ron Garrett, your host, along with George Bugatti, Patty Ascher, Neil Portnoy, Tom Hillary, official photographer Brian Nolfo, studio producer Mark Thomas, and singer and there you are back there, singer and Joan Rivers, comedian, impersonator, tribute artist Barbara Brighton in the back. We're going to have Barbara on the last piece of the show here, okay? So right now, where are we at? Oh, we got Estefano on the phone. Let's bring him in. Hey, Steph.
Hey, Ron, how are you?
How you doing? You got 30 seconds. Go. No. Estefano the entertainer, man. Give us your feeling. What's going down? You got a new album?
I do. I have a new album. It's called The Lost 45. It has everything from the 50s and 60s rock and roll and doo-wop. Some of the greatest artists of all time are on this album that I've recreated their music, including the hit single You Belong to Me by the Duprees. It's going to be a fun album.
You're working with Stevie on that, Dunham? Because the doo-wop, I heard a little bit of that. Are you working with him on this project?
Yes, hi Neil. I am actually working with Steve Dunham on Street Corner Entertainment Records. They are actually doing all of the digital remastering of this album. It was recorded at Atlantic Coast Records in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and they did it originally like you would have recorded in the 50s and 60s, very flat analog, which is called Slight Touch of Reverb, and now, like Time Life magazine, I've had it digitally remastered by Stevens Company. So I'm kind of excited about it. So it's a nice twist on new music, old music with new twist.
Real quick question for you, because you know I'm a baseball guy. What's this softball thing you're doing?
I actually just played in the World Series of Softball in the state of Texas, the beautiful state of Texas. I was in a division of 79 teams, and my team placed 11th. That's pretty good. Did you sing the national anthem? You probably should have, right? I did not make it to the opening ceremonies, unfortunately, but I did do a private show down there.
Thanks for asking, Neil. I appreciate that. Yeah, great job. Hey, Stefano,
Ron,
give away. Tell us about how you can get your new CD. How people can get it for free. Quickly, go ahead.
Absolutely. So you can go to my Facebook page, and you can look it up as Stefano DeSanto Singing Impressionist, or at a symbol DeSanto Sings. Then all they have to do is like the page, they answer the question of the day, and they can win a copy of the new album. One winner will be announced tomorrow, September 11th, 2023, from your show today. I've left the question on your Facebook page in the messenger section, in the comments, so they can see it, as they complimenting George and Debbie and Patty and Barbara and everybody there today.
Well, that's great, Stefano. Thank you so much for doing that. Once again, they can go to this page, the Las Vegas Rocks radio show page, and the information needed to win and get a free new Stefano's album is right there. Is that correct?
That is correct. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you for calling in, and we'll talk to you soon.
My pleasure.
You
Bye,
bet.
Neil. Bye, Tom.
Bye, everybody. We're going to go to break right now. Here's Patty Ascher doing Summertime as we take it to break, and we'll be back with the wrap-up.
Thanks, Ron.
Dim the lights and pour some
Dim the lights. Yeah, I can. It's got a slide bar. All right, what are we going to have when we come back? 6 minutes?
Yeah. 5 or 6, depending on when we get out.
All right, Bob, we're going to come back and give you another plug. We're going to go around the room like we always do. Rehash, where you're going to be, what's coming up, blah, blah, blah. Everybody happy? Getting enough time. Except for the opening, I didn't remember your name.
I thought it was a joke.
I thought that was coming too.
That's why I let it breathe.
I don't think anybody read that. I mean, that's the reason I said, well, let me see somebody a martini or whatever, and then
Because you bailed me out, but I know what I did.
yeah, but no one else did. No one else did.
It happens more and more as I get closer to 80. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is.
I can, you know, it's something. I don't know what that is.
No, I know.
You ready for break?
Faces I remember names.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm gonna hit the big 7.
Okay.
You know, I can remember something I did when I was 14 years old, specifically, but I can't remember where I put my keys. You know, and that gets crazy. Where are my keys? Absolutely. I did that. Absolutely.
I put them in the refrigerator.
I put them in the refrigerator. I've done that. I put them in the trash. My tea box, you know, I open the box and put them in. I make a joke, you know, no deal. I slam the cover.
Put turmeric in your food, man.
You know,
Turmeric.
Turmeric, add turmeric.
Yeah, turmeric is great.
About 4.5 minutes before the music starts.
It's better than any medication you can
Right
buy.
before,
No side
yeah,
effects.
before the music will start. Okay, I'll talk over the music. Okay, so then it'll be 6.5.
Put it in your egg or put it in your, put it any,
Yeah, turmeric
Started off really rough today.
751-0086. That's
Thank you.
751-0086.
That's it, 6 seconds, 5 seconds? Or it's 30 more? 60 more. 1 minute.
One more minute. When we come back, we're gonna have about 5 minutes. And we're just gonna go, everybody around the room, everybody gets a shot. Barbara, you come on over. Barbara, you can get on camera, go over where Tom is. And share, 3 guys share, sorry, everybody, I only got 3 mics. If it was my radio station, there'd be 2.
I'm holding on to this because I may not get it back.
Yeah, but use this, not this.
I've always given it back to you, Neil. Come on.
No, I'm not worried about you.
Which one shall I use?
That one, yeah.
Tom's?
Tom and
But you
Neil,
share
yeah,
first.
when I go to you, don't jump in there right
No,
away, I'm
share
gonna go around the room.
Yeah.
That's why I'm holding.
Okay?
Don't argue, don't resist, don't flee. After the encounter has been
15
resolved,
seconds.
it's time to address any complaints.
Bring some
Reply
wax.
now, complain later. Keep everybody safe. This message brought to you by the National Police Association. To learn more about how to help law enforcement accomplish its goals, visit nationalpolice.org.
Here we go.
And we're back on the Las Vegas Rocks Radio Show. I'm Ron Garrett, your host, AM 670, KMZQ. Great guests this evening. George Bugatti, Patty Ascher, Neil Portnoy, Tom Hillary, and Miss Barbara Brighton. We get her on camera there for a little shot. Okay, Barbara, good to see you on camera, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go around the room. We'll start with George once again. I think I got everything out that I found on your bio that you sent me with the underlined parts. I'm only kidding. You didn't do that. I was just having some fun with it. So back to the bootlegger and on the weekends coming up.
Weekends, tonight, as a matter of fact, I'm going straight from your show.
You going right here? That's right. You start at 6:30.
6:30 to 12:30 tonight.
Oh,
Tomorrow
that's
night.
a must in Las Vegas to do tonight.
Everybody
You gotta
get
be
a-
there.
Yeah,
Everybody,
come on down.
Everybody gets to the bootlegger tonight.
Absolutely.
Love it.
It's going to be great. Tell us about Gatsby's.
Yes, on October 8th, Gatsby Supper Club in Henderson. I'll be there, 8 p.m. And make reservations because
It's going to be sold out. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who's in the
Sure.
band? Who's in the band with you?
So we have Uli Gersendorfer and Cool Cats. We'll have fun. Boris Shapiro on drums.
And it's going to be jazzy, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what you do,
That's what we do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah.
At Gatsby's, good food over there as well.
Yes.
Neil, you got a couple of shout-outs. You got Wham. You got some other things you want to talk about.
Yeah, Wham! Wine Art Music at Portnoy Gallery this coming Tuesday the 13th with Crystal Goddard providing the vocals with her band. Vegas Valley Winery supplying the wine tasting and of course all the artwork in the gallery. We are also doing a 50-50 raffle for Tyler Robinson Foundation during Pediatric Cancer Month. It's a perfect tie-in for the foundation. And then also a major announcement.
You just got honored,
Yeah,
didn't you? You just
got
made a
honored.
big deal.
Today, I finally signed the contract to be represented worldwide by Park West Galleries.
Oh, let's hear. Come on. Applause, everybody. Whoa. That's a big deal, Neil.
That is a
Dinner
huge
on
deal.
him tonight.
Yeah.
Everybody.
At Bootleggers.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we gotta celebrate.
That's right. Tonight, Bootleggers drinks are on Neil. Neil Diamond, and he won't be there, so don't go. Say, Neil, one more thing, Neil. This thing with the Park West.
Sure.
Are your beautiful illustrations going to be featured in the Park West gallery at Caesars?
No,
But bigger than that,
eventually,
right?
much larger than that. They're
Yeah.
going to be they are the world's largest online gallery.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be on the online gallery. They eventually want all the collectors. They're going to be bringing me all over everywhere for private collectors to introduce me to the art world, and then eventually to the cruise ships. And who knows? You know what?
You know
Who
what?
knows?
You're going to have to double the size of the gallery again.
Great.
So you can open Portnoy's restaurant and a place to
That's the dream.
You know, Portnoy's restaurant and showroom,
We're going
ladies
to do
and
the new
gentlemen.
Sardi's of Las Vegas
That's
with all
right.
the caricatures on the walls of a restaurant.
That's right.
We're talking
Portnoy's.
Yeah.
That's right. We're going to take over the bootlegger. Take the Portnoy's. Barbara Brighton.
Hi.
Hey, Babs, tell us what's happening once again with your
Thank
new
you for
TV
calling
show.
me.
And
Thank you, thank you.
and also you had a great performance over at the
Bono show.
Bono show.
Oh, I really was quite happy.
Yeah, tell us about
you know, to work in a showroom like that and see like 1,000 people in front of you with a great band is heaven. And you absolutely, you know what it's like, George. You don't want it to end. It was heaven. And then I did one song. I got the music in me. And Dennis came over and introduced me and was
he carrying a big hook with him?
No, he was doing really, he's the nicest to me he ever was. And asked me, you know, how long have you been in the business, Barbara? I said, 60 years. And I nearly fainted. I said, well, I started when I was 2. And of course, everybody laughed. And, you know, what could you do? I mean, it's a comedy line. And then I went over to the Cheers, where he interviewed and asked me to do a little Joan. So I did my older guy jokes, and everybody erupted in laughter. And then we publicized September 12th, which was great, the Comedy Corner. And we invite an audience, Ron. It's free. I'd love for everybody to come. We start taping at 12. We finish at 3 for Roku and the CW Network. And that's Ed Regine and Frankie Pace and me.
Thank you, Barbara.
Okay.
What do you got coming up there, Tom?
Okay, very quickly. There's plenty of business to talk about. You know, this week I just want to say condolences to the House of Windsor, condolences to the people of England for the loss of Queen Elizabeth II.
You're not going to the funeral, huh?
Not unless they invite me. I don't want to be a cake crash at a Queen's funeral, man.
Hey, real quickly, Kenny Davidson, everyone loves Kenny in this town. His father had a massive stroke 2 days ago, so prayers to the Davidson family. And I hate to leave on that note, but I want everybody to know that Kenny's father, Kurt.
Thank you, everybody, for watching and listening to the Las Vegas Rocks radio show. Thank you, George, Patty, Neil, Barbara, Tom, Brian, and one plug for you here, Mark Thomas. Weekdays, Monday through Friday, right here on KMZQ, 670 AM, from 6 to 9 in the morning with our good friend Andy Vieira. Listen to this station, listen to Mark in the morning. Our mission is to motivate, support, and encourage all Las Vegas local entertainers who work in the showrooms, the lounges, the show bars, the supper clubs, comedy clubs, with their appearances on the Las Vegas Rocks radio show. We like them all here, whether they're famous or not. I've been in Vegas for over 50 years, from the mob to the corporations. It was great then, and it's still great now. And in 50 more years, it'll be even greater. Thanks for the opportunity to share with me the greatness of the entertainment capital of the world. You guys have a good evening. I'm Ron Garrett, and good night. Not over yet. We are now.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, George.
Use this hour from townhall.com on Jackson Walker. In Afghanistan earlier said that 3 Taliban crew members killed when a U.S. Black Hawk helicopter they were flying
Thank you, everyone. Good job, everybody. The only problem with this show is me.
I'm only there midnight.
Governor Greg Abbott's office says that most have been bused to Washington, D.C. Others have gone to New York City and Chicago. The mayor of those cities are hoping now they actually have to deal with the surge of illegal immigrants. Also at Town Hall, there's a growing concern now in New York. Polio virus detected in more wastewater near the
Next time when you're invited, I'll give you more time.
as the story. Governor Kathy Hochul says the state is stepping up its polio fighting efforts.
Thanks for the plug. Okay, Facebook Live. I'm sorry. You heard everything. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, hey, my cousins are watching. Hi, guys. Michelle and Diane.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you. Thank you, Patty. We'll be talking to you soon. I'm going to be sending you the shows to your messenger. The whole show, the video, all the audio.
Thank you. That's fantastic.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
All right.
Say the sample is genetically linked to the polio case from Rockland and provides
Goodbye, everybody.
evidence of expanded